Tired of taking days, weeks, even months to finish the songs that you've been working on for forever, that's sitting on your hard drive, that's never gonna light a day, that you're trying to mix, that you're trying to master because you don't like how it sounds? You want to finish your songs faster? Then like the video. I'm not playing, like the video. But on the real, I got some tips and tricks for you that can help speed up your process to get to the mixing and the mastering and get your song put out. So let's get into it. First thing that you need to do to finish your songs faster is to get your own, and I mean own, personal recording template with the plugins that you would always use or plugins that you wouldn't mind using every single time to start recording with. Me personally, I can record in any DAW with the same plugins. It don't matter. Like, I know for a fact I like the Need 1073, so I can open that in Pro Tools, Logic, Ableton, FL Studio, whatever, right? I can open that. I know I like a reverb plugin when I record, so I can put that there. I know I like a delay plugin. I can put that there. Auto tune, if I want to use auto tune. If I don't want to use it, I can turn it off, right? I might want to add like a chorus or doubler effect, whatever. I might have those plugins somewhere in my template just so I can just automatically have those, because those are my safety plugins. So you need to understand your safety plugins that you can use any different time, because to finish the song faster, we just need to be able to grab plugins quickly, and we need to record. We don't need to be trying to do any extra things. We just need to record. So we can cut down on trying to arrange a template, arrange a preset and shit like that if we have a basic recording template chain that we are comfortable with for every song that we start. Because a lot of people think just because you're doing country, you gotta have a different vocal chain compared to some R&B and all this other shit. That shit's stupid. That's just stupid, right? It just depends on how you approach the song in the mixing process, because you can record with the Neve, because people that record country use the Neve, people that record R&B use the Neve, people that record emo, metal, whatever. Like, people use these different preamps and shit for different things, so it don't really matter. Like, the gear, the plugins don't matter, right? It's your approach to the song. So if you want to do things faster, get your own personal template, because you will know what you're working with, how it works and everything else like that. Because if you go and buy a template from somebody, you're gonna just try to sit there and figure out how it's routed and all this other shit. You might have plugins, might not. You might not know what this means and all this other shit, or something's not working. All right, just get your own shit. All right, create your own shit. The second thing that you could do to speed up your workflow is to print. And a lot of people hate printing, or they don't understand the concept of printing and why you would print through effects. Is because it would speed up the workflow with recording, mixing. All right, it would speed that up, because when you go to a studio and they have analog gear, if they put a Need 1073, turn the preamp up, and they fuck with the EQ, that's gonna get recorded in. So if the person knows they're gonna roll off some low end in the mixing stage anyway, they'll roll that off there. If they know they're gonna boost a little bit, they'll boost there, and they'll just get the vocal sounding how they want it to sound before they mix it, so it's gonna sound like it's mixed already. Right? It's going to be recorded through compression. And what a compressor does anyway is keep the vocal performance consistent. A lot of people think compression is this otherworldly trick that does some weird shit to your vocal. But all a compressor does is make the louder part not so loud, and it takes the smaller parts, quieter parts, and it brings it up, and it kind of makes it even to where everything is consistent. So that will speed up the workflow, because you're recording through the compression, so you don't have to go back and mix and over compress or worry about how much to compress if the vocal was too inconsistent, because you already have a vocal that's consistent. Then if you want to use auto tune and print the tune to the point where you want the vocals to sound like natural tune, you can adjust the auto tune settings there and record that way. If you don't want people changing your auto tune or later doing anything with Melodyne or all this other shit, just print the tune. It's okay. If you don't want to print it, you don't have to print it, but you can print the compression, the EQ, the de-esser, whatever the fuck you want to put on there if you're okay with it. And that's going to speed up your workflow. And I say this with all respect to everyone, but it's like, yo, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. You don't have to worry about what other people on YouTube tell you, TikTok tell you. You can do what the fuck you want to do, right? If you want to print, you can print. It's nothing wrong with printing, because the pros do. You know what I'm saying? When you go to a professional studio, when they have analog gear, you're printing. That effect will be on those vocals before it hits Pro Tools. That's what's going on. And the third thing that you can do to finish your songs faster is to have a song concept before you even go to the studio. A lot of people don't even know what the fuck they're working on when they go to the studio. That's cool. But if you want to be able to finish your song faster, you need to be prepared. So when you have a beat pack, already have a concept in mind of whatever song or beat that you want to use. That will help make everything faster. You're not sitting there trying to listen to beats for an hour or 30 minutes or like that before you record a song. You already have an idea what you want to do. So have a concept that's going to speed it up. That's going to make sure you're on top of it. You're being consistent with what you're doing, right? You got to start going to the studio session with a plan, regardless if you're recording in your room or going to a professional studio, your homie crib. You need to have a plan and stick to the plan. Have a concept, right? Figure out like, yo, I want to do 3 songs. I want to do this song that's about heartbreak. I want to do this song about turning up in the club. I want to do this song about getting money. That right there. So boom, I put this beat up. Boom, let's knock this song out. Cool. Boom, put this on. Let's record this song. Knock this song out real quick. Boom, pull up another beat. Oh, this to get money song. Let's knock this one out too, because I kind of had an idea because the other 2 songs kind of inspired me to do something else. So that's kind of how you want to do it, right? Every time I get ready to make a song, I find a beat. I already have some type of concept in my mind that allows me to be like, okay, whatever comes out first, that's what we're going with. And the fourth thing that you need to do is punch in. People are gonna feel some type of way about what I gotta say, but fuck it, I'm gonna say it. You can punch in off the top of the head, or you can punch in from the paper, all right? People be reading out the paper and they be all out of breath, fucking up over and over and over and over and over. They might have too many words. They might can't switch the flow up off the paper. Guess what you can do? You can punch in. Punch in doesn't mean you're less than a rapper. You're not as good as a rapper. You can punch in, right? If you're freestyling and punching in, that's just like writing to the paper, but you're just putting thoughts to like Pro Tools or FL or Logic or whatever the fuck you're recording in. But punching in allows you to be creative. It allows you to save your breath, your energy, to cut back on doing so many different takes. If you're reading on paper, you know what I'm saying? So it depends on you on how you want to do this, right? But punching in will save you time, because if you have to play a beat over and over and over and over and over and over, and you're writing, that's gonna like, that's more time. Whereas like if you're punching in, you could be writing shit down, but it's like, okay, I wrote 4 bars down. Let me go ahead and say these shits. Boom. That might spark you to keep freestyling and keep going, and you might keep writing faster. Like, just try to work punching in into your workflow, regardless if you're writing your lyrics down or not. Just try punching in. Like, it's okay. You don't have to freestyle the whole fucking song and just keep whatever you do. But just, you know what I'm saying, take your time, right? Take your time and just focus on punching in and trying to create. The last thing that you need to do if you want to be able to finish songs faster is to stop trying to mix and master while you're recording. Like, if you're trying to mix and master a song that's not even recorded yet, you need your ass whooped. That's fucking dumb, right? Take your time. Like, take your time. Like, seriously, take your time. Because if you're trying to gain stage and mix and do all of this other stuff and you're just recording, that's just adding more time to the song. A lot of people don't even understand. Every song that you record is not supposed to get mixed anyway, because you're not gonna drop every single song you record. So that's gonna save you time, because if you record the song in 30 minutes, right? Then if you know if you like the song and it sounds good and you just need to make a couple minor tweaks, guess what? You don't have to spend that much time trying to mix the song. And then if it don't take that long to mix the song, it's probably not going to take that much time to master the song, because you like the song and all this other shit. So if you want to be able to speed up your workflow, just focus on your recording session. Try to get your recording down pat. And then once that gets on point and you keep knocking songs out, recording songs, laying down all the vocals that you want to lay down in like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, you'll be able to mix the song and master the song and put the song out fast.